4 challengers, period. So the 10 players that we see in the top 10 here are going to round out the entire group for Sunday, and right now we have the break.
And we are going to go into this first match, and I didn't quite catch enough of that opening map, so I'm going to go without the prediction. I'm going to jump on board with your prediction. It's going to PV.
When in doubt,
100%
it's
PV
going
finish.
to PV. And we're going to jump on with Bizounce, and this is a player that we've definitely seen quite a lot out of, and he is going to be plummeting down right now. It looks like he's moving towards those trees. There's definitely some POIs that he can rotate towards as well, and we can see some players hanging out right now in this residential area. How do you like starting off in a residential area?
Residentials are something I've actually, they can be high pressure, but I really have always enjoyed them, even since the early days of the game. It's just always high tension. You can hear the footsteps of the other guy. Is he behind the wall? Is he inside the building? It's kind of a fun environment play-wise in a solo environment. So I always like starting off in residentials or in high population areas where you get to see some of these jump shotgun battles over fences or players trying to make quick peeks and just make plays. Just Swift going for a couple long shots there from the hip. Now the hip fire is not dead accurate, so it is going to bloom when you fire from the hip. You get that dead on accuracy when you start aiming in, and we've got the hell. We've got the head just getting ripped off of Gani by Pixie Sticks. Pixie stepping out, getting a vehicle, and netting herself a very early kill. The first kill of the match, actually.
That was a beautiful play by Pixie Sticks as well, and we are going to see that helmet just get absolutely popped off. But good in going to stay into this fight for just a little bit longer. Just Swift being unrelenting here, trying to get a few more shots in. Definitely up in this fight right now, just trying to bring down Just Swift. Gooden now back behind here, trying to heal up just a little bit. Both of them down to about a quarter.
Yeah, Gooden actually stepping back out there pretty aggressively without a helmet on, already low, was behind in the fight, but decided to try and maybe get a peek onto Just Swift. Not able to get it, catches him on fire though with a Molotov. He's extremely low, needs to get out of it. He has to stop and roll a bandage or it's going to kill him. Oh, and it does. It finally gets him. I thought he was going to get away and the burn was going to come off just before he died, but it does end up netting him the kill. So Gooden getting him at the end there with that Molotov on the corner.
Yeah, and there was a really good use of that as well. And we could see Gooden just kind of committing to that play and instantly just rotating into the building, trying to get more items, able to do just that. Now back on board, we are going to be seeing, okay, another
AKA
Molotov
Oliver?
actually in the hand.
Yeah, it looks like he was in a fight there with Boss T. Boss T getting that final heal off, got the bleed. He's going to get healed up to full. And Starbucks now in a fight with NorCal. 707, who we saw get into a game yesterday, and I believe he netted himself a few kills. Sleet's going to go down to Rare Hybrid, and we're in this close-range encounter with Habanero and Kit Kat. Kit Kat well ahead and is going to finish Habanero off. Kit Kat getting a little bit of loot there and an early game kill.
Man, there have been a lot of early game kills. This one's even faster than the game that we saw earlier today. You would expect players to maybe be a little bit more defensive, knowing that this was their last chance to qualify. But off of this break, just seeing a lot of early kills coming in. And you can already see when we did move to those residential areas, you talk about that being a high-pressure place to start. We saw just that, but now it is going to be Starbucks and NorCal that we are keeping an eye on in very close proximity. Starbucks seems to be moving around NorCal. NorCal seems to know the location of Starbucks as well, both of them behind a big old tree.
Yeah,
Who will be the first to actually peek out here? And our ring is going to pull all the way up.
Yeah, this far north safe zone, we're probably going to end up with a little bit of Dragon Lake in that final safe zone, but this one is going to go off. So one of the things that we see on these types of safe zones is when they pull off the edge of the map is you lose a little bit. So these early circles become even more cramped. So there's even less space. You're losing about, a sixth or a fifth of that circle. So it's almost like you're into the second circle already. But you're going to see a lot of guys like we did yesterday when it hits these types of safe zones go all the way up into the mountains. Well, so we'll get to see some new terrain, the terrain that gets traversed a little bit less within the match. Not everybody's comfortable up there. A lot of guys that played from the early days on Z1 where those mountains were in the center of the map, they'll be a little more comfortable up there than some of the guys that have been playing only since the current map came out.
And we do have some players like Bizounce who are all the way on the opposite side of the map. They're going to need to start moving over very shortly here. King Goon finding some fire.
Yeah, taking
Takes
a couple
about
shots
one.
there.
Yeah, we actually see a few shots going in. Now going to throw out some shots of his own, but taking heavy assault here in the wings. We are going to see Master Johan going down. Goon taking more damage here.
Yeah, TCR Bike ahead in this right now. He's at 75, bleeds off. He does have a 2-hit on, full health on the 2-hit, and he's going to come up on King Goon. So unless he gets 2-tapped, even at full health against King Goon, he is still actually a shot ahead in the fight just to start it off, and now they're even now that he takes the hit to his armor. He has one more hit left in that, and he is going to press this fight. Looks like he's going to go for the SMG and try and roll this dice on a close range encounter. He gets a couple shots off, doesn't get the connection, trying to go for the wraparound. He is getting chased from behind. Player gets inside, backs off the door. These are always really funny fights to watch, and he is going to go down. King Goon live finds him with the shotgun, steps out to take the fight against Secreto. Secreto well ahead, taking him down to 2%. He is forced to heal. He has to stand still and roll that heal. He can't go anywhere. Secreto knows that he's well ahead in this, and he is going to try and get an angle. King Goon able to move, though, after getting that bandage off, stabilizing a little bit. Still under, down to one shot, though. 20% damage is where the AR gets a shot. Anything on that shotgun connects, and it's just going to lay him out. King Goon getting taken down by Secreto.
King Goon played that fight, his first fight, really well there, then finds himself in just a bad position with that second engagement coming in. But I like the fact that we saw Secreto, even though he was so far ahead, not getting greedy, really playing that one smart, trying to find a good line. NorCal is going to fall down right now to J Capo, and we can see that that police car is going to be a focal point of that, trying to capture that resource as early as possible. Bizounds, who we saw is far away from where that safe zone is going to be, inside of this POV, and Achilles very close by, trying to see if they have spotted each other's location. Now engrossed into this gunfight, and we're jumping on right in time to see It's Anon take down a player.
Yeah, your right hand actually swapping to his fist there. I think he had a misclick and ended up getting off of his weapon, tries to take a punch swing and goes down swinging.
Yeah, you know, that's one of those times where going down swinging definitely does not feel good.
Legend Slays, yesterday we saw him playing very aggressive in the match that he made it into, and he was getting kills. He was just chasing them down. He was kill hungry. We'll see if he ends up doing that same playstyle here again today.
Yeah, Legend Slays inside of that police car as well is going to start taking some fire right now. Gonna have to jump out here and take the fight. Helmet does get popped off, but getting some good shots into AK Oliver and gonna be able to come out on top. Legend Slays going to jump back into the car, get that healing going, but we have another fight for you right now. We're already down to 63 players, and the gas has barely started to spread out on this map. Ooh, inside of that residential area right now, seeing that close range fight. This is a crossbow inside the house? Who raised you?
Bolted him in the hip, man. That looks like it hurts.
Oh, it looks like up in this fight too with the crossbow. Crossbow going to be supreme right now. Has that throwable equipped as well. I'll jump in back.
You don't see the crossbow. You don't see the crossbow come out in a land environment very often.
You don't see the crossbow come out in a land environment very often, let alone inside of a residential area.
Especially a normal arrow. Typically, when you see it, you see them have crafted themselves explosive tip arrows. So seeing the crossbow bolt without an explosive tip was an interesting one. Rare Hybrid there in a fight with Hammer Dance, getting a couple shots into him. Rare Hybrid actually a little bit lower than him though in health. Hammer Dance trying to find an angle to get a shot into him. Rare Hybrid just getting burned alive right now by this Molotov. Gonna throw one of his own out. We'll see if he gets the heal off. Rare Hybrid gets eliminated by it. Finally goes down. He's gonna burn to a Molotov.
Yeah, Rare Hybrid just kind of hanging out in that fire, scared to move away from the tree. We do see the final curse though thrown out onto Hammer Dance, getting that Molotov, but is able to heal up. The damage to the car is going to be the most important thing though there. Magic Skittles right now with a cop car of his very own, raining some shots down into Starbucks.
Yeah, we got over boosted here, who got, I believe he's the one that took the toe shots in that first game yesterday that we did. And he is in a fight against Sam Wins a Lot. Sam Wins a Lot tagged one, still has another shot or a makeshift on. I think he swapped another makeshift on.
Yeah, we saw Sam Wins a Lot play a little bit yesterday as well. Now going for the last chance here in this 7th qualifier match. 4 challengers. Ooh. Man, Jeep's quite good at moving around the hills, but rolling out here.
That's going to cause some whiplash damage. He's going to have a chiropractor bill.
Definitely, indeed. Hopefully he can manage to get into that top 10 and get the $50,000 to pay for that medical bill. But now going to move up this hill, and you can see just how good the handling is the Jeep when it tries to go up the terrain like this.
He's down to 36, though. He is going to lose boost very soon on that car. Another shot's going to take the boost away, and he's going to be stuck with that thing just making all sorts of horrible noises and attracting attention. When you start hearing that noise, that's when you get kill hungry. Like, I hear that noise in the game, I immediately just start firing at the car, just trying to blow it up. So want to keep that health on there as long as possible. It looks like
Sniper's just hanging out in the bushes, maybe waiting for a fight here now. We are going to take a peek at over boosted, moving into its K5. Looks like may think about taking this fight. Going to jump out here, going to put a few shots into that vehicle.
Not able to get a connection, though. Typically firing at the back window of the pickup truck is a little bit easier than firing at the other cars. A little bit bigger window, a little bit more room to get some shots in there, but it does go ahead and just plow through those fences, taking 0 damage to the car when it does it. That's one of the benefits of the pickup, so it's able to just kind of take off through backyards and get away. Snake here against Anon, it looks like, or the real Spoons, and he is ahead. Magic Skittles, though, looking for an angle on Starbucks.
Yeah, Magic Skittles just hanging out. We already saw Magic Skittles definitely not afraid to fire some shots from this current location. Look at this cop car, though, right now, right in that pit of that valley.
Yeah, we got Minma up here hanging out in his camper. Pixie Sticks got herself a building. JR's got a building. Everybody's kind of hanging out. I don't think any of these players are going anywhere anytime soon. Magic Skittles taking some long shots. Craze, though, finds himself a headshot kill onto Sniper. Elsewhere on the map, Magic Skittles just trying to dink away at Legend Slays. Not quite getting the bullet drop correct, though. Not able to connect. Eric losing his helmet, has a new one on in a fight against Oxygen.
I feel like we don't even really need to see those long-range shots really fire out right now. With so many early kills coming in, and with how big the safe zone actually is, there is a lot of real estate on this map. You know, you see a lot of the players already inside of a building of their very own. I feel like we've kind of cleared the way right now for this ring. Only 58 players do remain, but it is going to get tighter now, so more fights will be coming in very shortly.
And we still have part of that ring off the map, so what we're looking at for a final safe zone is there's some cabins up in this area, a little bit of the lake, you've got some gas stations up here, you've got some warehouses over there on the west side, and then a whole lot of mountains and tree coverage with some really interesting elevation changes all the way up into that north side. So we'll see where this ends up centering at. It's always centers a little off middle, but we're going to see a little bit different safe zone than I've got to cast this weekend.
Oh, this is one of the most interesting safe zones I think that we've seen. We saw some of this at DreamHack, you know, where you kind of have that, as you've expressed, a limited safe zone. A lot of it gets initially just cut out. So it's almost like the game moves to the late game twice as fast. Now, taking a look right now at Slab Dabbin. Might try to look for this fight here.
Yeah, it looks like he was looking at something. I'm not sure if he's aware that Ramblin's there or not. He may have just been hopping out to see if it was looted, may have realized the building was looted and decided to drive away. But he is circling this building, so I believe
seems like he knows somebody's home.
Oh, and he wants it.
Hopping out right now. Looks like he's going to go for what could be a very dangerous fight. He is going to pull out that Molotov and just throw it. Try to see if he does get a connection here. Rambling getting a little bit scared. Yeah, Rambling gets scared. Actually moves out of that building. Now we do have Slab Dabbin trying to find the location of that other player, going to invest in another Molotov cocktail there as well.
Yeah, both Molotovs a little off. You want to put it on the corner, force the player to go the other way. Ramblin does back up, and off of that, I don't think that Slab Dabbin ever saw him back up, though, based upon that second Molotov throw. And we've got another roll down the hill maneuver going here. He's trying to not get out of the car. You can see him turning the wheels, so you can kind of shift the weight of the car by turning the wheels and slow your rolling down, instead of getting out and then trying to get back in the car afterwards. So he ends up getting it upright, and he's able to drive away, but sometimes staying in the car that long while it's rolling, it's just eating damage into the car.
I mean, also one of the things that could have happened there, Slab Dabbin could have maybe contested here. We are going to see Whiffany right now just getting some beautiful shots in, going to take down Tommy Johns.
Yeah, Tommy Johns, it looks like he was looking the other direction, crouched on top of that, and just some easy shots for Whiffany.
And you could see, too, and just a lot of time to actually line that one up. And as soon as the shots actually do go out, just making quick work of the opponent there. We are going to be down to 55 here, and we just did hear those sirens ring out as well.
Yeah, Oso and Cutie Cucumber here. I don't think either of these guys are going to take a fight against each other at the moment. Jay Capo looking to see if he can maybe find a shot into Legend Slays. I promise you, you throw a bullet Legend's way, he's going to come back to take that fight.
Legend Slays doing right. Yeah, he's just going to drive away here.
No shots. Didn't hear him. He heard him. He would have stopped 100%.
We still have quite a few players outside of this safe zone as well, and these have been some of the faces that we've seen trying to just rotate in for quite some time, and it is getting even tighter, so their pilgrimage is going to be that much longer of a journey.
Yeah, shots coming down from Legend Slays as we were talking about it. He wants the fight. He's taking some shots down towards J Capo, who's using some smoke nades to get some cover. J Capo already taking a little bit of damage, though, has the heel rolling. He's stable, has a makeshift on. He's going to be all right. Both players, or at least J Capo's got enough ammo to continue to take the fight. We'll see what happens as this airdrop's coming down right next to Bizounds. And Secreto coming in, and he's going to collide with Legend Slays and hop out to try and take the shots. Sometimes the first person out is going to have the advantage of having shots off already, and Secreto did not want to be the second one out, but Legend Slays is going to turn around and return fire, and he is going to get Secreto really low, and then J Capo from the back is going to take him out.
And that was really well played by Legend Slays there.
That was a three-way. That was a three-way pinch. That is not fun.
Yeah, getting really dirty there. And you can see that that aggression definitely did not pay off, trying to get out of the car as quickly as possible to get those shots in. Slab dabbing right now behind the tree is in a fight right with Oxygen. Oxygen going to throw out that smoke. Just seems like maybe retreat. Very far ahead in that fight, but does not have the body armor, so not trying to take it. J Capo going to fall down to Legend Slays. Legend Slays starting to really heat up here. That is going to be the second kill for Legend Slays, and there are more players around. I mean, we already saw that there was that three-way pinch. Shot's going to be coming out right now, putting a rock and a car between him and the other player, going to just retreat, taking some serious damage. Oh, going to pop back out here, going to get the shots in. Legend Slays getting the third.
Yeah, he is just absolutely aggressive to almost to a fault, but he's getting kills right now. He was actually well behind other players full health, already bleeding, and while bleeding and down on health, steps out to take the fight anyways, and we're going to see Slab Dab in there with that AK, get that kill onto Oxygen. But Legend Slays is, I think, the most aggressive player we have seen this weekend.
Yeah, and we can see right now picking up plenty of kills because of it. The Real Spoon's going to go down to the Toxic Gas right now. That was one of the players that we saw all the way on the other portion of the map, trying to maybe ride the gas a little bit, can't get in quickly enough, is going to fall down.
Yeah,
only
Eric
49
here,
remains.
Rev just trying to put down a smoke nade. It looks like he got himself a kill, and he's just doing the smoke to try and keep himself safe while he gets the loot off of him. And Eric still trying to find him, and he has found the car at least. He knows where the vehicle's at, and he's taking a couple shots at it. We'll see if he decides to continue to do that and eat away at the vehicle.
Eric right now has a decent amount to work with. We can see that his car's already taken a considerable amount of damage, though. But looking right now at this ring, what are you thinking that our finish is going to look like here?
We're most likely going to be just north of Dragon Lake there. We might have a little bit of the lake in it. We might end up having some of these cabins, though. There's a little, well, it's not even a cabin. It's more like a motel. If you imagine a, kill coming out from Slappy there. If you imagine one almost from like a Motel 6, it's like a single level kind of looking motel up there. That one might give us an interesting infights, a lot of shotgun battles, some SMGs, close range encounters, and that looks like it's where it's centering right now. We might end up getting to see that one, and it looks like there's a few more fights going down on the map, though, as we hop on board with Ultimate Dave, and he is driving right into Overboosted.
We've honestly seen a considerable amount of close range engagements already in this fight. It would be fitting to see some in the finale as well. Ultimate Dave right now rotating around with that police car, sees Achilles, gets that location in the back of his mind. Now on board with Senna Knight, looking at Slab Dab and only 90 meters away. Molotov Cocktail going to come out right now from Gooden. Does not connect. Legend Slays once again looking to potentially get aggressive here. Another Molotov Cocktail going to be thrown out. Slab Dab and its K5 going to be brought down. Another fight, Senna Knight trying to take out Sam Wins a Lot and going to do it. We saw a lot of Sam's Wins a Lot in this tournament, but not able to qualify, will be going home. This is the last chance.
I think every time I've seen a fight from Senna so far this weekend, it's all been shotgun kills. The game that Senna played in yesterday got 2 or 3 close range fights there, and Gooden still in this fight here with Legend Slays. Legend Slays well ahead, though, 98% health versus the 60. We'll see if Legend decides to keep taking this. I'm sure he will.
Gooden right now, still behind this tree, trying to see what Legends will do. Pixie Sticks yet again, trying to get some shots into a steady one.
Pass it to the homie, going down to Achilles with the assist from Dadbot. It looks like Dadbot with 72%. He feels like that kill got stolen from him. And Boss T now going to go down to Achilles also. Pixie, though, just kind of hanging out, looking around, takes a shot from the side. JR gets a shot. Now that tent will not protect him, so if she can fire into that tent and find him, there it is, looking for the helmet shot, gets a couple bodies, couple more, gets him down to 1 shot, steps out while at 5% health, to throw that final bullet and take it. You have that split second of peeker's advantage where they don't know which side you're coming from, and you get that split second to throw. You know where he is out in the open. She takes that advantage and nets the kill.
Pixie right now trying to heal up, so we are going to go on with Blast Lord. Taking those far range shots, trying to do as much damage to the vehicle as possible. Overboosted already, very low here, about one shot. Blast Lord rotating around now as well. And you can already see there is not that much cover here. Everybody trying to hide behind the trees here. This is a dangerous finishing zone. Some shots coming in from the back from Blast Lord. Gonna need to get back into that truck. Getting pinched very heavily here. Both Slappy and Cutie Cucumber putting in some bullets. Cucumber now with much to work with, just trying to pick off that kill. Jeremy Worst inside of the gas right now, finally popping out inside of the truck. May go right into the clutches of Cutie Cucumber. We are going to see Pixie Sticks picking up another kill here. That is the third. It's Annan going down. Whiffany. We saw Whiffany a little bit earlier getting that easy kill, just lining up some easy shots, but now going to fall to Achilles. Pixie going to invest this smoke, potentially try to heal up while still inside of the gas. Fennec moving away from Gangster and Steady One, finding some space of very own Cutie Cucumber, going to choke out to that gas. Gooden actually going to fall down as well. Gooden looked great.
Yeah, Gooden was in that fight earlier, and he was staying alive. He was quite behind in that fight earlier with Legend Slays, but he goes ahead and keeps himself up, and finally goes down, though, right here at the end.
Legend Slays, the most aggressive player on the map, going to be jumping onto that ATV, but we are going to see Shotgun Fight go out, overboosted, going down to Magic Skittles. Legend Slays now trying to get away on the ATV. This may be a fight that even Legend Slays cannot shoot out of.
No, he's well behind right now. Still has his 3 kills. Probably one of the higher kill counts in the game right now. Minma going to get taken out by the shotgun of Blast Lord to the head, and he is going to go down, and we will see where free sticky rice.
Supersonic, it's getting down to the wire here. Only 36 players do remain. Free sticky rice is going to be behind this tree inside of the cop car. You can see the cop car is already taking a considerable amount of damage. Rev, once again, back in this, going to try to engage with Slays. Another 2 players going to be going down. Only 34 remain. Legend Slays, the most aggressive player, now not wanting to take the fight. Going to use that smoke, and it's nice and thick. Should be able to hide, but he is going to be lit on fire here by that Molotov cocktail. Forced to heal. This is Rev's opportunity to maybe crash in, try to find that kill. Gonna do just that. Legend Slays does fall down. Bizounce with the pinch as well.
Yeah, tops out to get away, but goes right into a grenade, and we're going to see another nade follow up and take out Wertyo. Ultimate Dave Live going to get taken out elsewhere on the map by Zachary. We're back on board with Bizounce as he throws a couple shots in one direction, but we're going to switch to Pixie, and she is going to throw out get a throwable out and then back off.
Pixie, this is not the first qualifier that we have seen Pixie Sticks in. Trying to do it here now. Needs to stay alive for another 20.
Yeah, down. This is where it starts getting more tension. You start making it here. You really want that. You want to make it to that relief moment at 10 so that you can just kind of freely play at that point. Everybody's just going to try and stay alive, and we do start seeing these ridges. As you're starting to see the safe zone is closing in, it's a little bit different than we've seen previously. And Kit Kat nailing another kill down, taking out Uncle Jemima. But we do see the hunting rifle and the 2-hit there available for play in that airdrop. We'll see if anybody ends up making work of it if they're able to get over and pick that up.
I mean, it could be huge to get a Lammy. It could be huge to get the hunting rifle. Maybe even expecting that there might be a gas tank or something like that inside of that crate. But going for it it puts a target on you. Bizounce going to be sent home right now by Dad Bod. Bizounce will not be competing now on Sunday.
We lose Bizounce, we lose Pixie, and we are down to 27 players remain, and Vovo FPS gets taken out by the shotgun of Gangstar, and then we lose another player to the gas. Gas definitely with the highest kill count this round. Senna with another shotgun kill, and Crazed then going to take out Senna with the AR.
Senna getting quite a few kills in this match at close range, but it is not going to be enough. Jeremy the Worst right now trying to use the truck to the advantage, has the gas behind him for additional cover, letting out some shots into Crazed. Looks like Crazed is going to find relief though, moving back behind this tree. But just like that, Dad Bod going to get a beautiful shot in here on Diaper Jeep and Dream.
And that hunting rifle coming into play, getting the body shot, taking him out. Trosma elsewhere on the map takes out Twitch TV Austin. And we've just got Dadbod looking to try and get an angle here. I think he's hoping that I'm a fake will peek over the top there, but he's not going to.
10 will go home, Jason. 10 will move on to Sunday to play for the money. Steady One hopping onto this ATV, going to try to find some good positioning here, taking some shots in the back.
This safe zone is really dangerous with how open it is and how many ridges, and you don't know where people are. Trying to make a play, unless you are taking fire and you are forced to have to move, it's really dangerous to be out on an ATV or on foot trying to play through the open field. There's just way too many areas in this section of the map that don't have cover for players, and Magic Skittle's going to open up shots into STV. Dadbod steps out, gets the kill, able to turn it around. He is going to lose his vehicle, though. It is on fire. Needs to get to cover to be able to heal up. No helmet on. Not sure if he's not quick swapping one on or if he just doesn't have it. And we lose Jeremy Wirtz to Blast Lord as well with an assist from Achilles.
Dadbot did manage to get back up against that gas, though. We did see that hunting rifle already. Dadbot could still be very dangerous in this one. The Crazed K behind the tree right now. Helmet already equipped. Dadbot does get the helmet on. This could be good for Dadbot, but all of a sudden going to lose the body armor, going to lose that helmet, going to try to keep getting the shots into Slappy, but Dadbot is just a wet noodle right now.
He can't take the fight. He has to keep moving. He's going to try and get the heal off. I don't know that he can, though. He needs to outrun the gas. He got one heal to stabilize. He got down to 1%, manages to get away from it. That gas, though, is starting to do more damage per tick as this game goes on. The gas is still spreading. He's going to stop and try and roll another heal. He doesn't have time to do this yet, though. The gas will kill him, and it is going to finish him off. That stopping to lay down to try and get the heal ends up costing him that match. He's going to go down in 15th. That gas, you got to avoid it at the end, and there's a last shot from Eric to take out Steady One. I'm a Fake's going to go down to Craze K. We're going to lose Pizza Man to the gas. We are at 11. Next player to go down is going to be on the bubble, and the other 10 are going to feel that sigh of relief that they go on to Sunday to play for the $50,000.
Who is going to be the last one to go home? The Crazed K getting some shots out, but the pinch does come in. Starting to move away in that cop car. Only one more person will go home. Crazed K trying to get out frantically right now inside of that cop car. In pursuit right now, we do see another player in the cop car riding the gas just a little bit. Eric looking to get some shots in, not going to get the finish though.
Man, this is nuts. They're driving into the gas late game to just try and stay alive. Player came up, tried to get that finish there, put himself at risk, wasn't able to get it. Gets away, Gangstar extremely low. Free Sticky Rice now back into the gas as well, just trying to wait for other people to die. Blast Lord really low, grenades coming out from Eric. Trosma gonna get that kill. Achilles bubbles out, and we have our top 10 for this match.
Well, TwitchCon, we actually have all of our players now that will compete on Sunday. Congratulations to all of them, but now Free Sticky Rice still looking for that first place. Blast Lord gonna take down Gangstar, top 9. Now we will see Enzo rotating around as well, trying to get a pick off onto Crazed K. Slappy falls down to Zachary. We see the throwables getting used very heavily here. Got to use everything that you have to try to come out on top.
Yeah, we've got shots coming out, and down goes Free Sticky Rice to Trosma as well, who got the kill to net us our top 10. Enzo going to take out Crazed K. And now we've just got players driving around. This is just all for bragging rights at this point. All these guys are going to get to play on Sunday. I'm sure they are ecstatic. Zachary getting shot in the open field, going to have to turn to take the fight. Trosma going off right now, just took out 2 more players.
Enzo right now going to be behind that smoke. Sees Rev, tries to put out a few shots before that smoke goes away.
Gas? Was he hanging out in the gas?
Rev,
We didn't notice
Rev's been riding the gas a little bit here. We can see that smoke right now. 2 players inside of it. Rev is going to be one of them. An additional smoke actually did come out from Rev after that engagement was started by Enzo. Eric found by Trosma. Trosma already with 6 kills here, looking for the 7th, going to find it, looking like an absolute monster here. And now Trosma is finally going to be cut down to size by Enzo. Enzo popping on that helmet right now, trying to stay in this one. Rev Hamas manages to stay up to number 2 by using that smoke. Another smoke going to be used here by Enzo, retreating back into the ladder one. Looks like just absolute here.
He wants the boxing
He's
match.
like, hey, can I do it too?
I want to play. And I don't think Enzo's
Enzo
aware
does
that
not
this
get
is
the
happening.
memo.
Enzo has not gotten the memo at all. Enzo is going to shoot him.
See Rev Hamas doing a naked mile run around that smoke. Enzo respecting the duel challenge.
Now Rev Hamas gonna put it all on the line. He could have taken this and done it for the second year in a row, qualifying, winning his qualifier match, but instead he's gonna throw it to the boxing match. This is, again, the only spot we're gonna see this is the qualifiers in this format.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your top two. And here we go. They're going to start slugging. The fists will fly. Rev Hamas versus Enzo. Both of these players will be playing Sunday for $50,000. And here we go. The punches are flying.
We've got Rev Hamas just behind, really close here as they trade blows down to 34-25 for Rev. Radical Enzo pulling ahead, landing these shots, but he is just as low. One more shot will do it. Rev is going to go down and give away that one to Enzo on the fist fight. And that is the last match of the day for the qualifiers.
Congratulations to all of our players who have made it through qualifiers. Excited to see what you can do on Sunday with everything on the line. A massive prize pool, man. This has just been so much fun to see everyone come out to TwitchCon, get in the line, get in, and do these giant 75-player matches.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's always awesome when you start getting down to the end game, and I think that's what's so awesome about Battle Royale, just period, is that end game is always electric. There's just so much going on, so many different fights. And then with this qualifier setup, we get to see these odd endings where the guys just show respect for each other and just say, let's just slug it out like men and see who takes it down.
It always happens too, just with like those last two. You know, you actually
You're
see
never gonna
everyone
see
play
it.
it out.